Hi everybody, I am Richard Nadar. I am currently pursuing my fourth year in Computer Science Engineering BTech in Asaram University. Also, I am currently working as an Cybersecurity Engineer intern at Virtually Testing Foundation. For today's topic, I will be discussing few points upon difference between red team and blue team. Coming to red team plans and simulate attacks, gains unauthorized access, exploits and target vulnerabilities in a system or a network and attempts to bypass the organization's security parameters installed by the blue team. The red team spends much of their time spending and studying and planning like attackers plan their attack. A red team simulates real world attacks that can hit a company or an organization, and they perform all the necessary steps that attacker would use. It is just like we can use an analogy of football where there is an attack offense and there is defense, so it's similar to that. Coming to blue team has the inside view of the organization security, carries out the risk assessment. The biggest difference between blue team and red team is that it does not just does a simulation. They fight of real threats every day. Blue team finds ways to defense, change and modify defense mechanisms to make incident response much stronger for an organization. The blue team performs domain name system DNS audits and vulnerability scans, puts up additional firewalls, conducts regular checks, implements security awareness, training programs, conduct digital footprint analysis, also engages in reverse engineering, develops risk scenarios and constantly monitors all of this. So coming to the main difference between red team and blue team, we can differentiate them based on certain criteria. The first being defensive versus offensive. For red team is the offensive expert that tests defenses of various applications and overall infrastructure. It also attempts to circumvent the blue team's cybersecurity measures and controls by finding loopholes and vulnerabilities. The red team's intent is to act like real world threats actors without harming the infrastructure. The intent is to educate the organization about its security flaws. Coming to blue team is just the defensive expert that puts up strong defenses to withstand the attack. Just like red team, blue team pre-plans their security so that it allows red team to penetrate the system and find the security bugs which are present, so that they can fix those and update the patches. Coming to the second criteria, capabilities, red team members are independent and ethical hackers, and blue team members are IT security professionals including incident response consultants and IT security staff. The red team members know the following: IT systems and protocols, experience in software development, knowledge in penetration testing and interception communication, knowledge of frameworks such as MITRE ATT&CK framework. The skill set of blue team members include an in-depth understanding of organization security strategy and infrastructure, analytics skills, and expertise in management security detection tools and systems. The third criteria being scope and objective. The red team is assigned to a specific mission and the role is well defined. The primary objective of red team is to perform a real world attack scenario to detect potential threats to an organization's IT ecosystem. They are not restricted to a specific set of identified assets, and blue team's mission is to subject change based on red team's attack strategy. The blue team proactively defends the IT ecosystems against real attackers or attacks from the red team. So what's happening here is the blue team will act accordingly based on the red team's response. If the red team finds any specific vulnerability in organization's ecosystem, the blue team will patch it, and similarly it proceeds. The cycle continues. Coming to the fourth parameter being the success parameter. The objective of the red team is to penetrate the system and find for loopholes. For penetration testers and red team operators alike, the number of failed or bypassed controls is a measure of success. The objective of blue team is to defend the system. If no controls are bypassed and no vulnerabilities are discovered, that is considered rare but success for the blue team. The success of the blue team lies in the red team revealing vulnerabilities are so the blue team can enhance their strategy to strengthen their security posture. It means that blue team is almost never successful in protecting the system because the threats are evolving at a rapid pace on everyday basis. So the red team almost finds at least one vulnerability in an organization system regardless of how strong blue team's defenses are. So here are few other differences between the red team and blue team. First is as we know it, red team is offensive security, blue team is defensive security. Second is red ethical hacking, and blue team comes under infrastructure protection. For red team, it exploits vulnerabilities and find loopholes. Blue team does damage control. That means it controls the damage exploited by the vulnerabilities. Red team does penetration testing to find those vulnerabilities. Blue team works as an incident response to respond to the vulnerabilities which are found. Fourth is black box testing, and for blue team it's operational security. Red team also does social engineering, while blue team does recruit threat hunters to defend against threats. Last point, red team also does web application scanning, which used to find vulnerabilities in web application, and blue team does digital forensics. Thank you.